So today we are going to be studying text structure, chronological order, and problem and solution. In Jordan, what I've been doing, and I think Ren, I don't remember how many days you were here last time, but what I'm going to do is one day, okay, well, I'm going to show you two little short videos on this topic. Then we're going to go over one of your lessons in your iReady book. And then if you don't have any questions or concerns, then we will, then I will turn you loose to do your iReady when they put them on. Are y'all ready? Excited? Okay, hold on. Oh, goodness. All right. So the first one we're going to look at is problem and solution. Can y'all see the screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Moving over the jump zone in about 1 minute. Complete your final gear checks now. Surprise! It's time to play Name That Text Structure. We're the only game show that shows up wherever you are and asks you to name that text structure. Oh yeah! Hi, sir. Are you ready to play Name That Text Structure? Back in line, skydiver. I'm no skydiver. I'm just here to read you a passage. But what? There has been an increase in the amount of gobs of chewed gum on the sidewalk in front of the school. Be sure to put your chewed gum into a trash can. If you are seen spitting it on the sidewalk, you will have to clean the sidewalks. Okay, sir, can you name that text structure? That's definitely problem and solution. And why do you think it's problem and solution? The passage starts out defining a problem. Gobs of chewed up gum on the sidewalk. But then it offers a clear solution. Put your chewed gum in the trash. Problem and solution is my favorite text structure. Well, problem and solution is absolutely correct. You've done it. You've named that text structure. Oh, yeah. That's great. Now it's your turn. Huh? See, the thing is, having you block the door is a problem. Do you know what the solution is? No. What is it? All right, people. Who's ready to skydive? Moving over to
Okay, so that was
I
text
want to
structure.
skydive.
What?
I said I want to skydive.
I know. My son did it one time. Hold on. He did it one time, and one of the people that were skydiving with him, the chute almost didn't let go. Scared the bejeebies out of him. Okay, so we've done problem and solution. Now we're going to look at chronological order. So
it's time for Now Trending, where we take a quick look at topics making waves on the internet. Hi, everyone. I'm Eddie Dixon, and today on the internet, it seems quite a few people are disappointed with a certain rabbit.
There's no need for that kind of smack talk, Bunny,
wrote Jesse M., while Big Dog 19 posted this.
Oh no, it's not time for a nap, Rabbit.
Finally, LEP89 wrote,
well, the hare had speed, but the tortoise had endurance.
So what's all the fuss about? Turns out, they're talking about today's race between the tortoise and the hare. I've got all the major events right here. First, the hare mocks the tortoise.
There's no need for that kind of smack talk, Bunny.
The race begins. Next, the hare decides to take a nap.
Oh no, it's not time for a nap, Rabbit.
Finally, the tortoise wins the race.
Well, the hare had speed, but the tortoise had endurance.
An exciting day for tortoises everywhere, to be sure. And thanks to keywords like first, then, next, and finally, we know what happened in the beginning, middle, and end of the story. I'm Eddie Dixon, and that's the topic that's trending today on...
okay. So let me ask you both. Did y'all talk about both of these text structures during the regular school year? Yes? Bryn, Jordan, what do you think? All right. Well, let's do what we're going to do next. We're going to look at our iReady book and look at this lesson. Are y'all still with me? You're both muted, correct? But you know you can unmute yourself. Good.
I don't know if I'm unmuted.
You're not. I can hear you now. Okay. All right. So we're going to talk about in our lesson in our Ready books, and you've probably already done this. I feel certain both your teachers have done it, but we're just doing some review. So when you have, these are two types of text structures. One is chronologic, and that's a text structure that describes events in the order that they occur. And we talked about that just a minute ago, order they occur. And you're looking for first, next, during, and finally are signal words. So those are signal words. Okay. And then a problem solution text structure describes a problem first, and then it gives you the solution. So you have signal words such as problem. What, hun?
I say you're breaking up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So problem, solution, challenge, fixed, issue, and resolve are signal words for problem and solution. So let me, and our internet, we may have issues, but let's look. We're going to read this passage and we're going to pick out what we think, what type of text structure it is. I'll never forget the storm last October. Before the storm started, I found some blankets and flashlights. During the storm, I played games with my family. Finally, I turned on the radio and listened to the local weather report. So this is chronological order. And my
Yes, ma'am.
what, babe?
I said yes, ma'am.
Okay. And I am going to the signal words. First off, it tells the month. Then it says before, during, and then finally. Those are signal words for chronological order. Then I'm going to look at this passage over here. The ground shook as a tree in our front yard toppled over, falling across power lines and cutting off our electricity. We faced the challenge of getting through the night without lights or heat. We resolved that first issue with flashlights and candles. Dad fixed the second problem by making a fire in the fireplace. So our problem is that the electricity was cut off, and we looking for the word challenge, and then we look at the word resolved, and you have your issue, and then it says he fixed the problem. Okay, so those are some key words. So now we're going to turn over, and a lot of times graphic organizers will help you, and I know that you used those last year. So we're going to look at that first passage that we did in the problem solution, and the problem was a tree fell and it cut off the electricity. We ought to know a lot about that with all the storms we've had this past year in Corinth.
Yes, ma'am.
Cut off electricity. And then the solution, they used flashlights. They used flashlights and candles to see. And then they lit a fire to stay warm. So here's our problem, here's our solution. Now the next one, we're talking about chronological text structures. So the first thing that happened was the writer gathered supplies before the storm started. So he gathered his supplies. before the storm. I guess he watched the Weather Channel and knew it was coming in, or the wall to wall that comes on Channel 9 that the guy never gets off the TV. The second thing is they played games during the storm. Why do you think they played games during the storm?
They was bored.
And you're not quite so scared, isn't it? Don't you think? If you got your mind on something else, you're not quite as scared.
Yeah.
And if you don't have electricity, can you play your games and stuff? I know the horror. And then the third thing, the writer listened to the weather report. Okay. Weather report on the radio. So chronological order has signal words. It tells you in the month, before, during, and then finally. So you kind of know there's a sequence of what's going on. Then problem and solution. It will tell you the problem. And you will see like a challenge is usually a problem. And then it'll talk about it being resolved. It'll say something about an issue and how it was fixed. Are there any questions?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Any more practice that y'all want to do?
It's up to you.
Okay, tell you what, I want you to try the I Ready lesson, and if you have difficult with it, let me know, and then we'll go back over it again. How about that?
Can we stay on the Zoom while we check?
Yeah, I sure can.
All right, I'm gonna get on.